Oh, hello. Today's Loose Women's right up my street. We're talking embarrassing ailments, puny kids and Britney. I'll be getting serenaded by the overtones, plus Andrea, Lisa, Denise and Carol are all dropping in for a chat too. That's me, Alan Carr, live and loose at 12:30.
And he is joining us girls on the lineup today and is obviously doing his homework.
Yes.
Yeah. Oi, 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 oi.
I'm doing the crossword.
You're going to fit right in, Mr. Alan Carr.
Oh, good.
You're going to be a loose man for today. Are you ready? I can see you genning up. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm all loose.
It's Alan Carr, everyone. Lovely. Now, if you're a fan, please welcome Alan Carr. This is... am I allowed to show it? Am I allowed to show it? Yeah. OK, very, very quickly, it is...
Oh, very nice.
Don't come up later.
Nice.
They'll have some more clothes on.
Oh, no. I'm off. See ya. Bye.
So thank you for coming on to be a loose man. We're really looking forward to
honestly,
it.
I'm really loose. I'm loose. I'm really
Well, how's the research going? What have you learnt this morning?
What, from that play girl?
You were reading and everything.
No, I've been doing all my research. I wanted to put, you know, my heart and soul in it, because it's a big job being a loose woman, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Now, that bit that we saw there, that was from your tour 4 years ago?
How young do I look? How young? When did you start getting old? Did you see how young I look?
No, when was that, though?
That's 2007.
Oh, it's very funny, though.
Oh, I know.
I didn't notice the difference.
Oh.
I'm serious, I didn't.
You talk a lot of poo.
But you're doing another one, Alan.
Yeah, I'm doing Spexy Beast. This is my new one, because I'm sick of seeing that. You know, because it's 4 years old, I'm bored. But I'm having such a laugh. The audiences, well, listen, I've got to tell you this in Scotland. I'm being heckled all through the first half by this woman. And I'm having a go back. And then in the second half, I come on, and there's no one shouting. I said, well, where's the woman? And she went, oh, she's past her curfew. She's tagged and had to go home. She had to go home because she was tagged. That is my kind of audience.
Are you finding it more difficult to write the amount of jokes that's needed? Because obviously you're more well known now. So when you go out into the street or what have you, you can't so much observe what's going on around you than you could before, without people stopping and going, oh, you're Alan Carr.
Yeah, then you'll be putting that in your set.
Yeah.
No, I won't.
Do you make yourself laugh, though?
But that is the thing with comedy. Sometimes I'm sitting at home and I've written a joke and I am like, this is really funny. And then you do it on stage and you get...
Didn't you say writing a joke is like having a baby?
Oh, it is. No offence, women. I know. But it's a lot of like, oh, yeah, and then, and then, it's a joke. No, it's not. I'm belittling it. But you know what I mean? It is. You know, because there's so many comedians about now. Yeah. So you have to find an area. You have to find a joke that hasn't been said already. You have to find an area that no one's talking about. Yeah. You know, it's tough.
What sort of themes, then, are in this new show that you've got? Is there, like, one particular running theme or all different
Well, no,
things?
it's basically... I'm an observational... comedian. You know I'm not going to bring down any governments with my material. You know, there's no hot potatoes or anything. But, yeah, it's just basically stuff that's happened to me and how, like, now, you know, I'm on the telly and everything. So, yeah, it's just like, basically...
Do you get nervous, Alan?
Oh, the worst, yeah. But do you know what? It's funny. As soon as I get on stage, it's fine.
But what's it like at the back of the O2? I mean, the O2... I mean, it's just huge.
Don't.
How do you... I mean, look, you're getting...
I know, I'm getting... Oh, I know, I don't know how I'm going to cope with it.
Because this is tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm doing Spexy Beast at the O2 later on here, but today we're doing a gala for Great Ormond Street, and we've got Michael McIntyre, Lee Evans, John Bishop, Jason Manberg, Sarah Millican... My entrance
Say.
tonight, I don't know if you know about it, but I could die.
What, of embarrassment or literally?
Both.
Oh, right.
Both. Even David Blaine said, "You're doing what?" I can't tell you, but...
Is it, in the words of Johnny Cash, something to do with a ring of fire?
It is a ring of fire, yes.
Which sounds very painful.
I know, if you want to see my ring of fire, come to the O2. You will not be disappointed.
What's it like? I mean, obviously tonight it's all for a wonderful cause,
Oh,
but you've
great.
got to hang out backstage with a load of comedians. Do you get competitive joke telling? Is it a bit edgy backstage?
Well, everyone's the same, you know, nerve-wise. You know, you're walking around, you know, there's people... It's so funny to see people like Lee Evans and Michael Mack, you know, everyone's nervy, you know, and there's a lot of wind, you know, wind and...
Some of them a little bit bitchy?
No.
Or do you hear someone muttering a joke under their breath and you think, "Ugh."
Yeah, like, why did the chicken cross that? I was going to say that!
Well, not bad. Do you have a little drink? Because you have a little drink on your show, don't you?
Yeah, I can't do that. I've said no, because you start forgetting your lines and then you're, like, laughing at your own jokes and then you might wet yourself and then it'll... You know, and Michael might slip in it when he's doing his skipping, you know, and...
What do you do if you don't get the reaction you expect? If you tell a funny story and it's not gone the way you'd expect, do you just, like, move on quickly or do you try even harder?
You see, I'm at that stage now where I'm trying out all these jokes for the tour, so I am turning up in, like, Dundee and Inverness and Barrow and Furness.
Doing little ones.
Yeah, you know, because I'm not being rude, but I'd rather die on my bum in Barrow and Furness than at the O2. But I, you know, so you try a joke and then that won't get a laugh. You're like, next. So it is that excruciating, you know.
And how different is it to...
paid off, didn't you, in the clubs when Tim was a comic? You just got paid off, didn't you, when you were in the working men's clubs and everything, if you weren't going down well?
Yeah.
Literally pulled off and paid off, that was it?
Do you know, I was going to say something, but I'm going to phrase it differently. You're going to stay. You're not going to get pulled off.
No,
You're
hopefully
going
I
to
won't get pulled off.
Here on Loose Women for the rest of the show.
I feel like leaving some money on the side and leaving. £10, see you later. I'm off for my ring of fire.
OK, we're going to be taking another break, but as I said, Alan's going to be staying with us for the rest of the show, but still to come. Now, we want your take on this, Alan. Can you work the weakling out of your child? Find out in 3. From helping us, it seems that modern life has had a negative effect on today's children after medics revealed that PCs, gaming consoles and televisions have made them physically weaker than their counterparts a decade ago. Without traditional activities like climbing trees and swinging from ropes, the study reveals that children born in the noughties are less able to do sit-ups and hang from wall bars than those brought up in the 90s. So, do you think it is possible to encourage the puny gene out of our children?
And those brought up in the 90s. What about us lot brought up in the 60s and the 70s when, you know, there was no central heating, there was ice on the inside of the windows, and you weren't allowed to wear tights to school. You had to wear socks until you were 14. Do you know what I mean? That's tough. And I tell you what, kids today, it's true, they are sitting at home, you know, looking at their TVs and playing on their...
But it hasn't toughened you up because you're the most nesh person.
Do you know the reason I don't like being cold is because I was so cold when I was a child, and I don't like being cold, and I prefer to be hot.
You even have the air conditioning on inside.
All right,
No, but the other...
Carol, it's not a charity appeal. Just £2 a month we'll give Carol a blanket and some tights. Please give generously.
You must have done it. We used to climb up trees. We used to swing across rivers. You know, there was...
Swim across... Where was you?
We did.
Swim. I thought you said swim across rivers.
And now you go to...
Her own food.
I say you go to a children's playground now and they have spongy floors. What's that all about?
Can I just say, in defence of kids today, not all kids are not athletic, because we've moved to the country and my daughter is like... She walks about in hardly anything. She's got, like, chilblains and all sorts going on. And she's rough as they come. She climbs trees. And the other day, I wish she was a little bit weedy, because she ran towards me. She's like Kato. She went, ah! She's like, piggyback! and we both went flying like that on the blooming thing. So,
And also, it's quite funny because everybody complains about how hard it was when they were young, and then now they say the young today have it too easy. What do you want? You can't win.
We had to put
I
another
think
bar
we
on.
make it too easy, though, because we're too scared all the time. I mean, there was the day, wasn't it, that our mums would just put us out and there was no telephones except the one in the hall with the curly wire that I still love and wish would come back. And you used to come back at 6 o'clock, having climbed trees and done everything. But I don't let Louis out of my sight because, you know, everybody's a paedophile, I think. Every road is 10 times busier than when I was a kid.
Everybody isn't, but now everybody's been conditioned to think that everyone's a paedophile,
that's
and you
what I
don't let them
mean.
out.
Well, we were talking about, well, the report rather was mentioned, you know, children in the noughties. Were you a great big stud muffin when you were a teenager? Or
What
when
do
you were
you
younger?
think?
I think.
What decade did you grow up in?
80s. 80s.
You weren't knitting, were you?
No, but the thing is, I was like a fat kid, you know what I mean? And so I'm fat now, but I mean, I was a fat kid as well. No, but, you know, it's like... So I didn't... It's fine.
No pity.
No, but I mean, I think kids today, it's a weird irony, isn't it? You see them on the Xbox and all this, and they're playing these games, they're like this, fighting, like this, and then they're out of breath lifting up a toilet seat, you know what I mean? Like knock-down ginger. Can you imagine them playing at these games? You'd have to ring your own doorbell.
But you come from quite a sporty background, though, don't you?
Oh, I know. My dad wanted me to be a footballer and everything, and it just wasn't. But then I just said, do you know what? And I'm not just saying this, but I grew breasts when I reached puberty, so I found it hard to do a lot of contact sports. No, I did. I remember doing country dancing and getting a lot of men turning up to see me. Yeah, by the chest. So I mean...
You still got them?
Well, they're getting a bit firmer, but look at it gaping, you see, look.
Oh, that's hard.
Is it hard?
Yeah, you've been working out.
No, I haven't. That's my Sudoku hand.
Right, Alan. You can't just come on here and chat, you've got to work, all right?
OK,
you ready?
all right.
OK, it is competition time, and Alan, I'd like you to tell the lovely viewers what's on offer.
OK, well, this will have you laughing all the way to the bank. We're giving one lucky viewer £25,000.
And here's the question you need to get right for a chance of winning. Good luck. Now...